Climate change is a change in the statistical distribution of weather patterns when the change lasts for an extended period of time. Climate change impacts rising sea levels. Average sea level around the world rose about 8 inches in the past 100 years. Climate scientists expect it to rise more and more rapidly in the next 100 years as private part of climate change impacts. Coastal cities such as New York are already seeing an increased number of flooding events, and by 2050, many such cities may require seawalls to survive. Estimates vary, but conservatively, sea levels are expected to rise 1 to 4 feet, enough to flood many small Pacific island states, famous beach resorts, and coastal cities. If the Greenland ice cap or Antarctic ice shelf collapses, sea levels could rise by as much as 20 feet, inundating a large portion of Florida, the Gulf Coast, New Orleans, and Houston. These changes of natural balance have significant impacts on humans and nature. The term climate change alone does not indicate whether the climate warms or cools. The fact that it is clearly and specifically the 50 strongest heated the Earth's climate over the past century. This global warming not only increases the temperature of the atmosphere, but also increases the sea temperature. Rising sea levels melts the snow and ice. The causes of the climate change are diverse and can be divided into man made or natural causes. An alarming sign, scientists have warned that Antarctic sea ice is dramatically melting at a faster rate than previously thought. Rising temperatures in the United States are an indicative of warming in the global climate system. In the contiguous United States, temperatures during the century have been, on average, 1.3 degrees warmer than during the last century. Human activities have contributed to this increase of temperatures through the additions of carbon dioxide and other heat trapping greenhouse gases in the atmosphere. The bars of the graph show the number of degrees by which the average U.S. temperature for each year differs from the average U.S. temperature during last century. The temperature was In recent years, China has taken the lead in global warming pollution, producing about 28% of all CO2 emissions. The United States comes in second. Despite making up 4% of the world's population, we produce a whopping 16% of all CO2 emissions. Climate change is likely to affect human society and the natural environment in many ways. Each year, scientists learn more about the consequences of global warming, and many agree that environmental, economic, and health consequences are likely to occur if current trends continue. Here are some of the reasons for it: melting glaciers, early snowmelt, severe droughts will cause more dramatic water shortage and increase the risk of wildfires in America. Rising sea levels will lead to coastal warm flooding on the east seaboards, especially in Florida. In other areas such as the Gulf of Mexico, the forests, the farms, the cities will face troublesome new pests, heat waves, heavy downpours, and increased flooding. All those factors will damage or destroy agriculture and fisheries. Despite of the habitat such as the coral reef and alpine meadows could drive away many plants and animal species to extinction. Allergies, asthma, and infection disease outbreaks will become more common due to the increased growth of pollen producing ragweed, higher levels of air pollution, and the spread of conditional. Wondering how to stop global warming? Reduce your own carbon footprint by following a few easy steps. Making conservative energy a part of your daily routine and your decisions as a consumer. When you shop for new appliances like refrigerators, washers, and dryers, look for a product with the government Energy Star label. They meet a higher standard of energy efficiency than the minimum federal requirement. Republic Service, a leader in the field and the communities it serves. They are an industrial leader in the U.S. recycling and non hazardous solid waste. They are proud to work in the area they serve. They have a common purpose with the communities they serve. Their involvement with the communities and citizenship with the problems that each community face, they have a strong sense of stewardship for the environment and investment in sustainable initiatives that will possibly impact our planet and our future. An overcrowded street. Two trash trucks. CNG, a cleaner, quieter, and safer fleet. At Republic, they are leveraging fuel and fleet innovation to help preserve our blue planet. They believe they have a responsibility to the community to lead by example. Based on the EPA calculation, the benefit of the Republic CNG powered fleet are equal to planting approximately 10.7 million. They are a proud partner with municipalities and government across the nation for their trash and recycle needs. They value their leadership relationship as they are in 41 states and have 70 plus renewable energy projects. Two solar landfill covers, their facility 60 plus recycle centers, 70 plus landfill gas and renewable energy projects, 2,200 alternate fuel vehicles. They take a thoughtful approach to everything that they do because their decisions. And I had a visit with Todd Wickenberg, the regional account manager for Republic Recycle Plant. I went on a tour with him. I went around and saw the CNG truck. It was amazing, and all the different steps that the trash goes through just to see how it was processed. 90% of the waste was reused. I went through Todd and talked to him and told him about my problem. And he said it was an easy solution. All we have to do is lower the price, and we should be able to get everybody on board. Thought that was an easy fix. So I went from door to door asking residents or in the neighborhood if they wanted to switch over. Some were all about it and they're all excited. Some just didn't care. Others wanted to see who else was going to sign up, and then others wanted just me to come back. I thought this was going to be an easy fix. The price was going to be lower, one vehicle up and down the street, no brainer. I guess I was wrong. We better stop that. Republic works with many organizations in our community. There is no better place to start educating than at school. That is why they are committed to educating children and young adults in important recycling. They have trained over 1,000 schools in Los Angeles, and in Las Vegas they have set a recycling center and many of the casinos at the MGM Resort, Mirage hotels, and among some of the hotels and organizations. Who wouldn't want one trash company to come and pick up your trash? A better price, quieter streets, safer environment for your kids. Who wouldn't want that? Why do you want to have this? Make the They believe strong safety records should be acknowledged and celebrated. Todd Caressa, Driver of the Year, is among the men and women that go through a rigorous safety training to be safe on the road for themselves, for the residents, and for the children that they walk. Their motto is safety first. Waste removal is one of the most dangerous jobs in the country. Garbage trucks are a part of everyday lives. No matter where you work, play, you have a heavy vehicle, particularly anywhere traversing your neighborhood, and equipping them with waste and recycle. While this is ideal, these sizable trucks follow the same curbs and streets for a family to walk and play. Any kind of vehicle accident can be fatal, but a crash involved with a trash truck, most likely will be lethal, simply because of their sheer size and weight, coupled with the fact that they often carry heavy hazardous material. Part of the problem is they don't have backup cameras. Republic Waste has backup cameras on their vehicles, so it's a safe. Trash vehicles are totally different than they were back in the day. Horse and buggies to now Model Ts to now the new state of the art Tesla all electric trash truck. This vehicle is a state of the art, will be able to save upwards of $100,000 in fuel, $20,000 in maintenance fees, and have a savings on the roads and the wear and tear, plus the air that we breathe. This vehicle is. What are they trying to achieve? To have a smaller footprint on society, to have a common purpose for our communities while providing land for public enjoyment, protecting our habitats, and restoring wetlands. These are some of the visions that Republic Waste has, collaborating with local governments and parks and many other organizations as they are committed to their citizenship and having a smaller impact on the world and climate change. I just want to thank you all for watching my presentation about climate change and how we have an impact on it. What we can do, everything is, we can do it in small steps. You can sit there and sort your trash. You can buy better equipment, appliances for your house. You can buy a more efficient car that you have. Anything is going to help in the footprint of society. So anything you can do, anything I can do will make our lives and our world a better place. Thank you.